heroes, if you're looking for offlaners, some of them are fine, but they're like not amazing. I think like Centaur, Mars, Underlord, you go for some of those. Okay, they go for the snanking. I mean, this hero has looked very, very good in like a lot of games. But I'm not gonna lie, like if I'm Rubik in this game and I'm not getting touched first, I am pretty happy playing against a lot of these heroes.
Gets himself an early neutral item too. So he's got the Possessed Mask really early in the laning phase, which small sustain matters. Whitemon.
Look at the opening. It's enough burst this time round. Yandex, they'll get that first blood.
And look at Chiron.
One down.
He's up here.
They're going to be able to turn it into another one.
Nice play.
Up gets the Burrow Strike. These are the sort of moves they need to make around this Slardar and get noticed that chance to get that bit of boost of XP and gold after having a bit of a slower start, whether it's the Sand King coming in first, the Crush to follow up, the Bushwhack, the Overgrowths, a lot of AoE control that it's just going to be incredible around this Muerta once Watson gets to the point where he wants to start turning up to the fight.
Whitemon's
over in the river. It's going to get tripped up here by Chira Jr. coming in with the Burrow Strike. BZM has rotated over. They can't really get on top of the Sand King right now. Chira Jr. able to stay safe under the Sandstorm on the high ground. Watson's going to make the rotation up top, join forces with Noticed and Saxa, and ideally find a kill, and if not, look for a tower. Pure, he's got to be careful. And there's the opening. Saxa
gets caught.
To get the Bushwhack. Watson's ready to bring in the damage. Pure
Nice
immediately gone. The reaction will now come in from Tundra. See what they can find. Notice, looks like he'll get left behind. 33 TPs across. They'll be able to make sure that Tundra get a kill in return.
Great word by Sox on the left side there. It allows him to see Pure in a tree line where he didn't expect to actually get caught by the initial stun. He dies super fast.
They should have a chance of getting those kills even without the necessity for the damage of the epicenter at this point. Pure, he's still pretty fragile.
Very vulnerable.
Bushwhack a little early there from Saxa. Doesn't quite get the catch.
Gyro overall as a hero is still about just, destroying the lane and getting that huge advantage. The fact that he's getting jumped again, that's a third death.
I mean, that was just getting caught completely by surprise.
And
the
Ari.
Bushwhack also on Ari. This top lane becoming a bit of a nasty spot of the map for Tundra to show up in.
Soxa just always about that killing. Something that all the teams always talk about. Sure, you might have these defensive great postures, but Soxa loves to get these kills, and he's great at finding them. 105.
And they might just get
find
more
another.
BZM. He's going to get caught by the jump as well. So this blink dagger from
game.
Chira Jr., I mean, I feel like it's gotten way more than it should have. Tundra maybe a bit too relaxed there with that positioning.
They got to get Pure some space. And this top tower is going to die, so might have to just play on the right side, and BZM has to occupy this dangerous spot. Should be able to find Soxa, or is he?
He's dodging around the tree. So he's going to get out of this Saxa. BZM's not going to be able to find him. Maybe if he goes deep with the Rolling Thunder, but no, he'll stick around and get the bigger kill. They'll take out Notice. 33 comes up to make sure they can get that Slardar out of the lane. A pretty important kill. I mean, Notice, he was getting pretty close to his own Blink Dagger. See how deep they do look to go. Maybe they'll just wrap back round towards the mid lane. Whitemon showing right now.
They are in a defensive posture on Tundra. They have good counter initiation.
They are going to go just for the jump straight away on towards Whitemon. Bursting him with the sharpshooter. BZM coming in with heavy damage though on a Chira Jr. They'll take that trade. Tundra successfully baiting there with Whitemon. They come out on top of that one.
Ari did not get the stun steal though. That Aghanim though for Chira, it's going to come out very soon. I feel like for them, they're going to fight around that.
For sure. Yeah, I think we're going to see the smoke straight away once that's delivered.
Yep.
And maybe even having Watson come and join the fight as well. Top, Pure, getting dove under the tier 2.
Has he got help?
And it's going to come in, but
he's dead already.
Enough to save him. He's gone.
Just the 2 heroes.
Same time down on the bottom side, they're looking towards Malady. He's going to pop the Overgrowth, and he has Watson by his side, so he actually can just set up for Watson to get a kill.
And Ari.
As they'll be able to get the death
goes down
towards him. Back up top, they're still trying to get something more from this, but BZM's kind of on his own against the 2 of them.
Has a regen, so he is strong. They do get the stun, they'll be able to disengage.
Very nicely done there from Yandex, really. Getting that successful dive on a Pure up top.
Forehand.
I mean, it feels like it could be a difficult fight for Tundra to take. But they want to try.
Who's going to find who? It's a shield rune on BZM. The front line is tanky from Tundra.
BZM. Check out the high ground. He's going to get immediately caught by the dead shot. The Burrow Strike of the epi coming in for Chira Jr. He's caught the 2 on the back line. The
big overgrowth
as well. Locks them all down. As 33 has to run. There's going to be the TP out from Pure. The
stun catches him
though. The interrupts there. The angle perfect from Watson. The Bushwhack comes in to follow up from Saxa. He'll dodge the crush here, Pure.
He's so sweet. He's so weak.
Kite him out. They clean up Pure. 33, the only one to live. I mean,
Yandex is playing so well.
Right. Making the move into that area. It was a risk from Tundra.
Could potentially save these heroes to get these spells off. Because they do have Lotus Orbs. They have good ways to protect each other if they don't die immediately.
Well, they're coming for BZM up top, though. Chira Jr. With the opening burrow strike, Ari's there at the side. Can he do anything to help out right now? Doesn't look like it. Sharpshooter comes in, burst through BZM.
Two of them.
They catch Ari as well on the high ground.
This tanking, we said it, right? On the main stage, it's just been looking phenomenal. Chira Jr. having the game of his life. 7-1 and 6. Level 18 BKB soon on the horizon. They do have Corrosive Haze with all this tanking, with this Muerta just amped up. Bottom, Watson is a little isolated here. Just
One time burst through that Aegis. They're going to try and go for the move. They'll get him underneath the tower, but he's quickly able to get the ult off. Glimmered as well, and he's got Chira Jr. by his side. Makes the jump to 33. The BKB's out before the pushback connects. 33's ready to go straight back over towards him. They'll burst through the Aegis once. Let's see if they can go for round 2. Melody tries to hold them back with the overgrowth, but Pure...
Watson's got BKB.
The kill, but now the BKB's up from Watson. Turns, shoots down Ari. Now turns his attention towards Pure. Chira Jr. notices ready to come back in and keep Watson safe. Forces him to die, gets him the triple. BZM does jump in, but the dead shot hits on towards BZM. Finally, Watson dies. BZM, can he get out of this? He cannot. The bash is there. Another burrow strike on towards 33, but 33 is still pretty strong. So Yandex, they're going to have to start backing away from the Timber. They've killed everybody else, but killing the Timber at this point, especially without the Muerta, is a bit too much. So they'll bail out of there, back off. I mean, Tundra, they choose to make the move. They do. They get the Aegis out of Watson. They are able to kill him a second time. I think we had the record so far with the Heroes for 6-1, I think, on the patch right so far in this tournament.
It's just looking really, it's looking safe, right? It's looking similar to like the kind of Pango thing where it's a safe hero that you can pick in a lot of instances, does good in almost every single matchup, and scales. It does massive scaling. And speaking of the scaling too, he has it 20. So I think this is another reason why this hero is coming into fruition. You get the epicenter pulses at 20 now. 33
has found Watson, but
more
my
than enough
goodness,
damage.
Never mind, Watson's found him. Well, that's 33 going down for the first time this game, but my goodness, he went down fast. Can the rest of Tundra find something in return? They're going to look towards the Sandkeeper, but Chira Jr. is able to burrow strike down to the low ground, jump forward in from BZM, but he can't quite do enough damage to finish off Chira Jr. And now you notice he just straight back in with the cross run of the two of them. BZM will get the shield crash off, but notice moves forward, comes in with the bash, the push back there for Saxon, catches the two supports up on the high ground. Pure is dealt with in the river as Yandex, they're going to be able to run down the rest of Tundra one by one. Ari trying to escape. Whitemon gets crushed by Notice.
What a shot.
Shoots down Ari. They get team wiped. As Yandex showing indeed how comfortable of a spot they are in right now in this game one. I guess that the pressure's kind of on Ari, right? He is the initiation, right? Blinking in with the telekinesis. Nobody else really has that instant catch to start things.
He's gonna try.
He's gonna look for it.
He's got the calling.
The telekinesis onto them, but deep behind that tier 2. It's a bit too much for them to push for, or is it? I say that. BZM's actually going in for this one. 33 is going to end up charging straight over to Watson, but Watson just puts the BKB, the overgrowth there. Watson ready to turn down, lay down the damage, as that's BZM and Whitemon shot down. 33 will timber chain away. Pure, I mean, I don't know if he wants to stick around. He's hovering around the tree line, considering getting back in on towards this, but he cannot do the damage to deal with Watson. Watson hits the dead shot, catches Pure. Pure, the illusions are cleared out. Notice closes in, misses the crush.
Whoops.
But they'll slowly but surely be able to find the Jara they want. And almost certainly the second time. Watson ready to move over. They'll have the immediate lockdown, take out Pure a second time. Yandex, they were ready for them.
They're just too far behind, Owen. They're trying for these plays. I mean, a kind of cute play from Ari, blinking in, going for this play. He actually steals overgrowth, but couldn't get in a position for it afterwards. But you're just seeing them. This deficit is too high. Watson doesn't even have to use the Tanic.
Nope, he just pretty much
He literally just stands
through
there.
the team fight right now. His amount of farm, fantastic. It's going to get even more explosive, the damages now. He's able to have the luxury of finishing that Mjolnir.
This is just a beautiful game.
33, unlikely to be able to get back to the base. They've caught him in the corner.
Another one. This tanking is, it's a problem. I don't know.
It's probably going to have
to go. I think so.
Yep.
It's doing too much.
And got through what's the last pick, right?
Yep. Buffed up.
If Tundra can give it one last attempt here in this first game. Ancient's exposed. Watson's ready to close it up. BZM's going to make the jump in, but straight away he just turns with the cross to the burrow strike. He's gone. He'll buy back BZM. 33 still holding his for now. Just starting to step up with the Ancient already at half HP. There's the buyback from 33. Let's see if Tundra can force back Yandex.
Watson's got everything ready.
And he's just ready to turn on to 33. 33 will put the BKB. The stolen overgrowth comes in from Ari, but the BKB is ready for Watson. Chira Jr. comes in with the burrow strike onto the two supports. Whitemon and Ari are gone. They'll buy back here on the both of them, but that's 33. Dieback, he's out for 2 minutes. Watson moving in, ready to close this one up, as he's going to be able to likely kill BZM potentially through this rolling thunder. He'll try and roll away, but this game is over. GG is called. Yandex coming in hot here in this game one.
The Sand King looks amazing, but I have to give so much credit to this top lane. I think Noticed and Soxa kind of broke the game to the point where Pure was never in a position to play.
We're going to play the Dota game. We're going to show that we're the best team in the world. And in this game, they absolutely showed that.
It's like, also like to me, I think Malady's Treant, you know, it's a hero we haven't seen very often, but he still went for the shard. He had a lot of like very nice vision, even like deep wards as well throughout this entire game.
It's quite a good brewery game. I would say it's not great against Largo as game progresses because he keeps everyone alive at the same time. It's sort of that lower damage range.
There it is.
It's a good call, though. It's good against, obviously amazing against Monkey King, and it's pretty good against the rest. Like, it's this chaos, it's this randomness sort of in the fights, which I think is very good.
That caught him when he was starting to catch back up right behind the tower. So I think YANDEX just, they played that lane pretty much to perfection. But yeah, versus Jakiro, much harder.
Look at this damage up top.
Ari.
Oh, he's going to end up dying. Maybe Watson dies for it. He does. So Tundra at least getting the trade, but that will, of course, be first blood for YANDEX there with Malady taking down Ari.
This is an early move.
Level 1 here.
I mean, maybe already just determining that they have to sacrifice that lane bottom.
See what they can get out of this. Ari's in trouble. Blocked off by the shards, but the link's there. Does it save him? It looks like it will. I mean, Watson's trying to dive. A little bit of a pause coming in from BZM.
They've got Snowball. I don't know if, do they really want to dive that forward for it with the bug on him? They passed the Lotus, they passed the heal.
If they dive, I think there's going to be a solid chance that 33 should be able to kill one of them in return, right? It's going to have to look in a few seconds. Do they want to dive?
They're
going for it. They're going to go for Ari, so they're going under the tower to take the kill.
33 also.
Actually, they might just be able to kill 33 as well. There's a lot of damage. Watson is tanking the tower quite a bit. He's going to get out with the Shikuchi, so he'll get away with that dive.
Look at this creep wave. They want more.
Yeah, they're going to be ready to go back in. 33 is going to get held in position by the Shackles. They have the damage to take him out, and now they might just be able to turn for Whitemon as well. The
what a rotation.
Ari's trying to help out with the shards. Will block him Whitemon.
A heads-up move, really, from Soxa, right? Just identifying that this bottom lane, Notice just has to play it as it is because they're not going to be able to trade versus the Monkey King. He just leaves.
I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, you don't expect that, right? This
you really don't.
One...
Notice to get a couple creeps to catch up with there as the lane did get into a better position, but now Pure is going to be able to just dominate this one in a 1v1. So let's continue to see what the rotations are going to be. Is Soxa just going to still stay top where they find Ari again?
Might be in a fair bit of trouble once more. Ari dead for a third time in this lane.
Looking to enable Watson as much as possible. Missing a couple last hits as we do see here there on the Weaver, but getting the kills to make up for it. Not the easiest, of course, down toward bottom, but the Storm isn't level 6 just yet. So if Chira hits 6 and they have Epi, and he catches him in a position, they could potentially kill the Storm still.
Gonna make her go for a notice there. Ari back out on the map.
Can he live? The bonk back.
Decent blast back into the boundless strike. That'll do it.
Mid lane. They do get the timing.
They've got the Shackles. BZM trying to back off, but the Snowball's coming in. So whilst they might have lost notice on the bottom lane, they're able to group up and make that counter play around the mid and slow down BZM hitting that level 6.
Soxa's everywhere. He's been to all the lanes already.
Still just a slight bit of an edge here for YANDEX due to those early moves, those early kills.
Top lane, 33 is staying pretty low.
Shards are going to catch him. Ari is there to try and help him out. And actually, well, Malady just ends up dying for this one. And 33 actually gets his hands on Watson. Okay. Watson will still be able to clean up the kill with the Shikuchi and get out of that.
Frog Stomp was doing a decent amount of work there. Now Pure, the numbers are coming in.
Getting blocked off here by Notice.
He can't jump in the tree this time.
He'll turn with the boundless onto the two of them. But they'll still continue to chase up. They'll try and look towards the Twin Gate, but there's nowhere to run or escape the chase down from these three. As again, YANDEX just getting that little bit more in this early game, and Saxa, yeah, just again, everywhere.
He's everywhere.
1-0-4.
BZM does find an amp damage. They do have a good ward here in the lane as well, too. Might be able to look for Notice. He has hit 6. He's short on the mana.
They can go for the grab on him here. The control into the boundless.
Hit Soxa too.
Unless they want to try and dive, he'll put the Hex off into the Shackles. Malady watching from the side, can't really do much to help out. Tundra, they'll get the 2 kills.
Nice move from BZM, getting himself involved, getting those galvanized stacks. Since you don't get them, of course, with leveling up. Got a little bit unlucky that he used the stick too early.
I guess if you can try and force it out of him once you have the 3 of you down here, it's pretty nice. It sort of eliminates the chance of him diving further. Well, Chira Jr. actually walking into BZM, waiting on the high ground, gets caught by the ice path. He's going to try for the TP out, but the burst, it's enough from BZM to get the kill.
Great read from BZM and Whitemon. That ward that they placed from earlier up on the secret shop, it saw Chira coming down as well, so they were positioned perfectly for it. The Storm can zip out if you don't burst him immediately. There's a lot of sustain that can come in too. So as we said, Tundra, they made the adaptations in this game to deal with the Sand King.
Chira Jr. He went for the rune there in the river. Was able to pick up the shield rune. Does get away. BZM's going to try and chase him forward, but backup's coming in. They've got the shackles in on towards BZM. Into the punch up as well. Burrow strikes there. They've got the lockdown.
Little overzealous.
Tundra chased a bit too far. It's going to cost them Whitemon's life as well. Yandex were not going to let them get away with that one.
Oh, happy to see BZM playing extremely aggressive, but also has to be careful because there is a lot of stuns he has to deal with here. Tundra looking to pressure here around Pure.
Yandex, they've hit the scans, so they know that this is likely approaching from this angle.
See if Chira can line up that.
They might just dive the tower though, yeah indeed. BZM's going to go immediately in on towards Notice. They have the Vortex to drag him back. Chira Jr. comes in with a jump Epi on towards the two support.
The heals.
Bringing them down low, but it's not enough damage to kill them. Ari and Whitemon survive. Chira Jr. and Notice will get taken out. The sustain, it's enough from Tundra. We are seeing signs already of that approach against this Sand King.
Is that they're ready for the brew, but they don't have the Epi at the moment. And Tundra, not really cooldown reliant. This is a draft that
they keep going
at all times.
We'll see in the trees though. Saxon Watson, they've found Ari. Straight away they go for the call. The shackles are there. They'll take him down. They're ready to look for more with the
Pure.
Heading over towards Pure. Shards block him in. They've got the punch up. Pure's going to try and stand his grab. Chira Jr. comes in with the bar strike. Pure's still trying to get the Wukong's command off. Does find it, but he dies at the same time. BZM's thrown up into the air. He has got enough mana to break away a little bit from them as him, Whitemon and 33 trying to escape, but Chira Jr. is in again. Catches them both with the bar strike. Whitemon ticking down low. Watson cleans up the double, and now they can surround 33.
Another catch.
Yandex, this time they bring together the fight to take the team wipe.
Just diving too far forward. Sure, you don't have cooldowns, but you're playing into a strong cooldown lineup. They don't even have to use the Epi. Just the brew split enough. They get the catch, the control, and this Weaver, the Watson.
Closing in on the 4 staff, so we'll soon have at least something to help break away from the chase of Watson on the Weaver.
Needs anything. I mean, honestly, Ghost Scepter as well, too. He needs any type of survivability.
So if they can burst through Notice, they can't. He's able to put the split.
And now Pure, perhaps in trouble himself.
Backup's on the way. Watson's here ready to deal the damage, and Saxon's got the control. They get their hands on towards Pure. Pure's gone. Tundra now without the Monkey King. They have to run. The stun thrown out on towards 33. Watson's going to try and stay on top of the Largo. 33 pretty tanky, of course, as he plays his song, but
not that
a lot of damage coming out from Watson. Another stun connects. Watson moves in.
BZM.
33 will not survive this as Watson finally takes him out. Godlike on the Weaver.
They are owning now, Owen. They're just starting to steamroll through.
They're going to get themselves another team wipe here, Yandex.
Wow.
Tundra are crumbling after what looked like they were going to have at least a bit of a better shot at the start of this game, folks. But it is disappearing rapidly.
6 armor. And then 12 on the Coddle. As you said, 2-3 hits and they die.
Yandex, they're on their way over.
BZM. He's spotted.
They've just got to get completely out of this, surely. And at the
they get the catch.
Chira Jr. finds the two of them. A beautiful Burrow strike coming across both BZM and Whitemon.
Jesus. That damage from Watson is absolutely crazy. This hero.
Epicenter's back and available, and the split's going to be there in about 14 seconds for Notice. So
smoke on smoke. Pure. They know he's there.
Toward Chira Jr. They're going to go for the lead and they get the Vortex drag back. We'll get the Wukong's command off. The Hex is there, but the Wukong's command was already out. They'll get controlled by the Shackles and the Serpent Wards, but they've dealt with Malady. BZM jumps over towards Saxa. Notice he'll get the split off. They look towards BZM. BZM using that last bit of mana to get back over to the side. Chira Jr. comes in though with the Epi. Cleans up BZM. Pure though. Balance strike straight down on towards him. He's going to try for the TP out and he'll get out of there.
Ari though.
But Ari will be left behind. Yandex, they'll take out 4. They'll only lose 2 of them themselves. They didn't get Pure, but you know, a 2 for 4 is never going to feel bad. Sure, they lost their Sand King Chira Jr., but
so they do have triple BKB cores.
Saxa,
but have to be careful of this first stun. If they get caught from the initial one, there is the chain stun.
Knew someone was around there, Saxa, but 33 step ahead. Whitemon is going to get found outside of the base. BZM, can he get something in return? He's got Ari here to help out.
Chira's got BKB, no TP.
Boundless comes in there from Pure, and they'll find Chira Jr.
That's a gem.
Okay, they get the kill. It's a big one, taking the Sand King out of the match for 70 seconds. We'll be here ready to back up Chira Jr. around the tier 2 defense. The entire team, in fact, coming up Tundra, how safe do they play it? Maybe not safe enough. Saxa found him in the trees. BZM will come over to help out, but Stu's in with the Burrow Strike, catching on a Pure. Pure's able to get the BKB off, but the Bastion's coming in from the Sand King. Pure still gets the Wukong Tomato. He's trapped in the Serpent Walls, will be able to jump out to the side.
Pure!
Can he get out of this? He's still alive, surviving for it all.
The
Pure,
heals!
he's gonna live! They keep him alive! Finally, a snowball comes in, it's still not enough to kill him!
Too much heals!
Pure can't die! 3 dead on Yandex! They keep the Monkey King alive, Tundra! Pure able to jump around the Wukong's command, they couldn't get him! Saxon a fall!
The Largo!
Take down the 4 of them!
The formation, they get to set it up this time. Saxa, he jumps. He doesn't have the full backup there in time.
At least force the usage of that refresher orb on Notice. Maybe also just trying to force the fight against Watson before he gets that next pick up. They find him in the trees here, Notice. Boundless Strike comes down upon him. Shackles are going to be there, though, locking down BZM. They'll force him down to safety. The low grab, but he's actually there with the stun on the bow for the BZM. Still able to zip away. The Wukong's command is down. BZM will get caught again, but finally able to zip out inside of the fight. Jira Jr., his BKB about to come to it. He's going to try and run with the balance there for Pure. Jira Jr. is gone. Ari does die, but he buys back straight away. Watson trying to lead him for the side of the fight. He's found BZM low, but the Ice Bar catches him.
What a catch!
Damage! Watson, he's cooching into his own death, and now Malady left behind. Tundra, their final 3 of them.
Whitemon with the Ice Path. It's only 1 stun needed. Does not get the BKB off. The Weaver dies in an instant.
He is pretty much, that is the highest DPS they have, right? The Sand King, the Primal, Bruce Master with the Primal Split, it's more sustained damage out of a longer duration, and they've got the answer to that type of damage.
Sure.
Been from BZM. See what sort of target he wants to opt for. He wants to go for the support. Gets the grab onto Malady. So Malady probably going to be left behind here. Unless he can make some sort of crazy blink play. He cannot. The damage is catching him as soon as he's out of the snowball.
Galvanized stack.
Notice. He's actually going to lead in on this and try and do something with the split.
They have a catch from Pure.
They've got him locked down on the cliff, but BZM's going to be ready to help out. Jumps over, looks to make the jump on towards Saxa. Ari. He's going to have the Ice Path from Whitemon coming in to cover him with the Macropire, but Ari's alive. Heal as well. Will end up getting taken out. So there's both supports dead on Tundra, but Chira Jr. is going to lose his life for this one.
They had to commit a lot just for the support.
They really did.
I think I'd like the Hex. I think you need to play to win. I think if you're going for the Aeon Disc, you're kind of just playing at this very defensive. You need every little thing now that you've kind of lost the lead that you had. So I'd like to see him go Hex.
He's going to try and lead the way. The rest of the team is coming across. They're going to turn straight over towards Pure. His backup is on the way, but they're not going to be there in time to save him. Pure, he just dies on his own. The rest of the team...
The Aegis got reclaimed right before it. Maybe he thought he was still having it a little bit longer, but...
I guess, but that was an overly aggressive play.
And now 33. He's got Lincolns, he's got Aeon, he's very speedy.
The rest surely should be able to run away, but still, that's 100 seconds now without Pure.
Wait, he spent 2. He doesn't run.
All right, well. Whoa. Okay, Whitemon's fine. They don't have the creeps with them. They are going to have to go back and get the mid-wave, but it is on the river, so...
Because they wanted to all in. If they can kill one of... They can all in kill a target. It's just not the easiest by any means. They have to perfectly execute it.
Well, they're straight up towards the top as well. They know someone's outside of the base.
Watson being stalked.
Long jump. And BZM, he's got his eyes on him. The Vortex is there. The Abyssal comes down upon him.
Godlike for BZM. Yep. What a recovery from him and from Pure in this game overall.
Oh, absolutely. Tenfold compared to what they were able to do in that game one on what was it, the Pango and the Gyrocopter. It's looking just completely different here.
And now we did hear that yell during the fight. 60 minutes.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Neutral items.
Any crazy ones? Yeah, what are we getting picked up?
Fleet-footed on 33. He's going to be super fast, but he keeps the Conjurer's Catalyst.
He's caught here.
He's just dead.
Yeah. Primal Split was still on cooldown for 5 seconds. Didn't want to pop the refresher for it. They do have the buyback gold. But what difference is it going to make is sort of the question. They're nearly 40,000 gold behind Tundra as Tundra are ready to just close it up. Looking at the tier 4s.
They're forcing the buybacks. Committing forward Pure.
Jira Jr.'s in with the jump. Saxa comes in with a follow-up Hex, drops down the Serpent Walls, but 33's able to get him out to the side. And BZM on the back lines. Jira Jr. trying to pump out the damage towards Pure with the Hex, catching on to Watson. Pure's going to survive. He's got the boundless down onto Jira Jr. The buyback's coming out across the board from Yandex. Pretty much the entire team buying back to try and force Tundra out of this. Watson will get the time lapse off at the final moment. He'll be fine, but can they get any kills with these buybacks? Look at the punch up on a Pure, but Pure builds up the Jingu Mastery. Saxon
too much heal.
Time, a dieback on the Shaman. The Hex catches Watson again. He's out for good. GG is called. Tundra will take game 2.
What a comeback. Up until the 30-minute mark, an 18, I don't remember what it was, a 13, 15,000 gold leader, so Yandex leading every single charge, and all it takes is that one fight top.
You can look back and say, we were ahead, we were winning, but we still lost. And there's that looming feeling in the back of your head, like, can we beat it next game, right? Everything went really according to plan. They were all owning the entire early game, and you still lose. And that means, how much do you question your bans? How much do you change? Because it really sucks to be ahead like this and lose the game. That can really mess with you if you're not careful. They're bringing it down to the wire. Not much time left.
No, 7 seconds remaining. They go for another cat lady, Luna.
I mean, okay, it's nice in the way that Luna's a classic counter to Tide because everyone gets the extra damage, so you can actually beat through the Kraken.
Maybe 1-1-4 could be something he looks at here.
Because their team doesn't have a lot of lockdown rights. No. I feel like they are going to want that from the Ember Spirit. Indeed, an early gank coming in from Ari.
Really early.
And it's going to get them the kill.
What a play.
Gets the first blood.
He's playing his best hero. We have to talk about that as well, too. We have seen a couple of these games. You know, the Rupik game from Ari, he looked a little uncomfortable. His Coddle, he looked super comfy, and now he's playing his Tusk.
Yeah, this is going to be some prime stuff from Ari. You've only got to imagine. A little rotation away now up top. EP out just in time there. Stacks are taking a lot of damage on the way out there from White Mom.
Completely free lane. Again in the mid lane, Chira. Ari's still here.
Around Ari causing a lot of issues for the Ember Spirit as Chira Jr. comes back.
He gets him again.
Down again.
Ari.
Oh, that's huge stuff there from Ari to do it once. Fantastic, but 2 times in a row. That is going to make Chira Jr.'s...
Compared to the Tide, but 2 kills on the Ember. That usually breaks games.
Yeah, that we'll see what sort of recovery happens, you know, if there is one, because bottom lane,
he's got a Lotus.
I don't think they're gonna have, maybe with the Lucian being the final right click, the skills there. Melody's gonna jump in, but that's
anchor
to kill him.
Eats the fish. Yummy, yummy.
And keeping his cool as well, you know, not having to sort of pop the salve between the hits and get a little bit of a heal. He's like, well, you're not going to kill me. He's able to wait it out, get the salve off after the end of it all.
Level 2 Kraken.
Yeah.
It's that much damage block that comes in. And Chira again. He just got back. He just got here.
There's no mercy here from Ari.
Oh, this could be a quick one, Owen.
That's disgusting.
That's just mean.
That is just bullying here from Ari. He's going to get someone else potentially. He's managed to get the catch on a Saxa.
He's got booched. He can stay on top of him here.
I mean, Ari.
He is breaking the game.
Yeah. I mean, but who's going to want to come to this mid lane?
Right,
I don't think anyone's going to want to come over it.
Saxa should be okay. He's going to be speedy inside that river. Might be getting cut off, though, from the Monkey King. We'll see. Ari's going to chase him out. That is brutal. Mid lane, BZM. Chira may actually just get the kill here.
Oh.
Okay, well, that just happened. All right, never mind.
All right, I'll tell you what, you know. I wouldn't want to
BZM.
I wouldn't want to be BZM right now. I feel like Ari would probably have a few words. He's like, bro, I've just ganked your mid this many times and you end up still dying to him. What are you doing?
I can't, dude, the blood
Don't
grenade.
get noticed up top.
It was the blood grenade. Honestly, Chira Jr. came back with the blood grenade, commits for the kill.
He's still chasing Saxa.
Can he actually catch him?
I don't think, well, yeah, probably not. He's got a few stick charges if he wants to throw out another shard. And he might do so here to block off the escape.
He's pinging him out. BZM has no interest to connect over.
Okay. Honestly, he's probably going to eventually get the kill, I think.
Someone connect
eventually.
Over. It looks like Phoenix.
Here we go. White Mon's heading over. Ari's like, guys, I've been chasing this guy for 5 minutes now. Can somebody help? There we go. A bit of a helping hand. And Ari able to get the kill on a killing spree here. 5 minutes in. And now it's all that, yeah, he's going to look over towards the mid. He's going to be like, hold up, BZM, you died?
He's going to be BZM. Why is Chira the same level as you, man? What a wild start to the game. This Ember is still incredibly shut down, and also this Bristle is having no game, Owen.
Ari.
He's back.
He's going for Chira Jr. once more. Melody's going to be here to try and help out, but Chira Jr. blocked off by Ari. The roar comes in from BZM.
Ari the Beast.
My goodness. 3-0-2. As you said, the last 2 games, he was kind of racking up the deaths early on. This time, he's racking up everybody else's deaths. He's killing them all. Killing Chira Jr. Yandex fighting into this from behind. It's not going to be easy.
No, not at all. And the panel was also mentioning something I was waiting to do so. Is a lot of the supports are completely reliant on the Emperor's game.
Okay, they bring Watson over. He's going to try and interrupt the Steam the Shrine of Wisdom, but they're already able to take it. They're bringing the numbers. They will kill off Ari.
Whitemon's getting... Oh, no, she's not.
They've got the stun, so they'll get the kills, but as you saw, Whitemon was already able to grab the Shrine of Wisdom, and that did require pretty much the entirety of the team to turn up there. Space there, though, for Pure to finish off the Tier 1 tower in that lane.
33. Looks like they're trying to set a trap for him. Some creep still around, though. Just gets the
Yeah,
Ravage.
he should have put the Ravage and walked this one off.
Do they have another Chains plus Arrow, and then they can throw the Eclipse? They're trying to. Pure's turning up.
How much they want to commit on towards him. Drop the Eclipse. It's going to be enough.
Pure showed himself. What?
Okay.
Okay, well,
Well,
game is stabilizing for Yandex.
I feel like, Ari, he's got his work cut out. He's like, guys, what are my cores doing?
wait,
I'm trying to win
what
the game as this Tusk, and my carries down, and my offlane's diving. What's going on?
Pure just literally just jumped in and handed it to them. I thought he was going to Wukongs and then perhaps...
Ari,
Okay.
he's like, he's sort of pulling the sleeves. He's like, all right, guys, I've got to carry this pretty hard.
He really is.
It's not a Jira Jr.
Hey, look, I thought they were going to give him the kill, too.
There we go. Ari says, I'm going to 1v9 this one, for the crowd.
I mean, this is a wild game so far here.
Rising pressure from Tundra.
All eyes on Watson. I feel like he cannot die in this game. It has to be picture perfect from him since everything else is kind of falling apart very quick. 33, they've got the Eclipse online.
Yeah, they should just drop it. Try and burst for him or get the Ravage off 33, but Jira Jr. is able to jump across, kill him off.
Nicely done. Honestly, Watson, right? The difference maker showing up. He's that one that can kill 33 and threaten him in this early game. I mean, it's all on Watson, really. Continuing to have top net worth in this game, 3-0 and 3 yet to die. The other two cores still continuing to really struggle, as we see.
Oh, they try and go for Pure. They do get the arrow connection, and they've got the burst.
Nice catch. Just making the move with 2. Playing around the double BKB timing. Watson, as we said, a 2k gold advantage now for him over the Monkey King. He's feeling strong, level 18 as well. And the push going here. Noticed in the front line.
Getting some good damage onto the tower around Watson.
Looks like they're going to go for Notice.
Put the anchor down on a ward's Notice. Nice shadow here. Watson thinking about getting an angle from the side. The Supernova's going to get laid down. Do they want to try and kill it off? They do. Melody's going to try and look towards the egg here with Watson.
They got it.
They kill off the Supernova. 33 jumps forward. The BKB's out from Watson.
Watson's in
He's trying to
trouble.
hold his ground, but he's surrounded by them all. He'll get the Eclipse off. He's still alive at Watson, but finally he falls. The Ravage comes out, and Tundra still end up being able to team wipe them there.
Don't really provide too much damage. It's all coming out from Watson.
Bottom lane.
Catch.
Look at themselves a freebie between the two of them there, Ari and Pure.
Deso stacks racking up for Pure.
Up top. I mean, they're looking at 33.
Can you actually go for this here?
I mean, they're going to try. They do have Eclipse if they want to drop it on him.
I don't think you can really go for him, but they're trying. Let's see.
Backup's on the way. BZM comes in with a roar. The Eclipse will now come out. But the snowball's there from Ari. 33's fine. The Wukong's command's down.
Right at Watson.
They're scrambling for something, but they're going to get nothing.
A neutral gets Chura at the very least, but they set themselves. I mean, 33's probably like, oh,
Yeah.
thank you. This is exactly what I want to do. I'm tanking absolutely everything there. Just follow Watson. Pretty much got to be the case that they got to do until he has this butterfly finished.
In the mid.
Ooh, caught again.
Certainly feels like this game's just getting pretty unplayable for both Noticed and Chira Jr. They just die far too easily anytime they show. They've still got the tier 2 tower to take down on the top lane.
Yep, they still got a lot more to gain. They can farm the
Yep.
map as well, too, as they know that Yandex is, they're truly stuck inside. Another one caught.
Look at the midline shadow. I mean, Watson's going to try and help Malady out here. They will force the BKB out from BZM. Get the chains onto the two of them.
Pure's connecting.
Watson's trying to push forward on towards Ari, but Ari's got the snowball ready. The Supernova's down, so they have to wait it out at the side.
Chira.
They've got the lockdown, the slam down as well. They're with a boundless onto Chira Jr. Ari's also going to live. Yandex, they can't even kill him right now.
Can Watson get out?
I don't know if it picks Pure. Pushing forward, still has to look through the Aegis here for the next minute. Get through that Aegis. And they get through that second life, though. 33 makes the jump forward, over towards the supports. Pure lines down the boundless stroke, onto Saxa, onto Notice. The Wukong's command down as well. Watson, he'll use the BKB to try and fight back, but he just doesn't have the damage to threaten Pure.
And he's alone now.
And now he has to run. Dive forward. They'll cut the trees there. You know, a little awkward, but at the end of the day, it's not going to matter whatsoever. As they kill off Watson, they get their hands on towards Malady. As he's out of lead, the neutral's also tripping him up as well. Malady gone.
He tried to hide the gem. He's trying to hide it inside those neutrals there, but 5 for 1. Another great fight for Tundra. These headband plays with 33 are very cute.
Ravage at the ready, so he might just look to jump straight back in.
Oh, and the roar.
BZM's going to go in first with the roar on towards Malady. Pops the BKB, boundless on towards the Mirana. He's out. The break onto Notice. Notice caught in the midst of the Wukong's command. He's dead for 50. No buyback on him. Yandex, can they kill anyone in return? Chira Jr. is going to attempt his best efforts as he looks towards BZM. Has to put the BKB. And now has to probably jump back to the safety of his base here with a Remnant out. Eclipse is coming down on it, Pure, but the BKB's at the ready. Supernova's out, Pure, standing his ground, trying to heal up, but does die. They've killed off Pure, and Watson, he's bringing 33 down pretty low.
Can he get some other big kills?
They get the blast on a 33. 33 trying to get into the trees, but they've got him.
There you go.
They will manage to hold. They have to use the 2 buybacks. It is just the 2 support buybacks, though.
Necessary at this point.
I mean, it's something in sort of an ocean of nothing. You know, that's been the case for... Seeing if you get the jump into the anchor connection on towards Chira Jr.
33's getting the push going with his fresh AC.
He might find Watson and Malady coming in for the side. He sets up with the
right on them.
command. Watson puts the BKB straight away, but Ari's in with the punch, keeping Watson held in the Wilcox command. Watson has to try and stand his ground, but he cannot do so. The supernova goes off. That's Watson dead for 90 seconds. He's short of the buyback gold as well.
I mean, he has to spend all the gold in this game.
Tundra up to the top set.
That's a cool build by 33, going to the AC afterward, just to force the issue.
He's got the buyback gold now.
All right.
Malady did make his way over to the other side of the map. He picked up a bounty ring, so the buyback gold was there. Supernova out a second time.
But Watson,
he's caught
no BKB.
Start of the fight. It's over for them. A dieback on Watson. GG is called. Tundra now 2-1 up here in the grand final.
And pretty decisive in this game. Honestly, Ari, we said it at the start. He broke the game.
He really did. Ari.
In the meantime, too, while Ari is doing this and breaking the game, right?
First pick now 3 games in a row. It should be Yandex's choice, I think, when we come back, you know, into the next game. But definitely need to do some stepping up here. I think Watson played a phenomenal game considering the circumstance. Like, he still owned Beast into the offlane with the Tusk. Out of all the teams, I will trust them to pull off an offlane Beastmaster because I think the rest really isn't that good. And I mean, they go for the lifestealer. This hero used to always be very good against like Tiny and Underlord. I do think it goes like both ways. You know, he's a bit of a low damage hero. Underlord can build auras.
Can't help but feel though, after that last game, they're going to have to keep a lot of eyes on Ari.
Mr. Ari.
Tusk sort of broke the game.
And look at him right away, looking for some action.
See what he's able to do here, looking towards Notice. He's able to get back into the tip and actually have a turn here. Control onto the 2 of them. Crush comes in. Ari's in trouble. He's going to get first blooded this time round as Chira Jr. takes him out.
Honestly, such a cool play by Notice. Skilling Pit.
But they're just both going to farm. They're both going to find ways to get into the game.
Yep. I think 33 will be quite a bit slower, though, I will say, in comparison. Unless he's just able to get a kill here. Malady.
They might do so.
He stayed on the
There's the Burrow Strike and did not respect the fact that 33 was taking the time to move on over, get that kill. Down on the bottom lane, they'll lose Whitemon, but Pure is able to get the kill in return. She ends up taking out to the damage there that Whitemon laid down before his death in the area, but is under the ward, so unlikely that we're going to see Chira Jr. get caught out by this rotation.
They learned their lesson from last time. Pure.
He's trying to get aggressive, but he's taking a lot of damage under the Firestorm. Has to back off, but backs off just in time. They get the kill between the 2 of them, taking Saxer out, and Pure's going to be able to stay alive.
They might just have to rotate the Phoenix around so he doesn't get dove and just gets constantly axe spam, but I don't know how much you can threaten BZM because of these double bores.
Now look at this rotation on the bottom lane. Ari, he's turned up. He's got the snowball in onto Notice. He's ready to set things up for more action for Tundra on this bottom lane as Notice will get taken out.
And Ari, so last game, Ari was able to do this without them really punishing in any way. 33 got so much out of that offlane while he was still doing this. So if this is going to happen, they have to make sure that either 33 or something is happening to shut down and kind of punish this movement of Ari. Because last game, it just did not happen whatsoever.
Pushing towards the mid. Ari wants to make the move over. It is under this ward. Chira Jr. at least had to back off top.
Good kill. That's exactly what
they have to do this. Punish 33 whilst he's just left on his own whilst rotations are going elsewhere.
And I'm watching Malady right now. I think he's got the next step prepared. He's going to go block the camps of 33 as well, too. So this is exactly kind of what you have to do.
And Chira Jr. are going to have another slow entry into the game. They didn't have an easy one last game either, both of them.
They at least do have good team fight to rally around with. Their team in a very good early game here coming out from Watson. But Ari, another catch.
Dax is there with a bushwhack onto the both of them. They've got the roots as well to hold them back. And they'll actually be able to turn, maybe take down Whitemon. He'll get another few right clicks onto Saxer, but Whitemon will fall. And Saxer should be fine. Doesn't quite tick out. He'll survive.
It's just hard to punish, and Watson's one rotation did not get them a kill. Whenever Watson does make a TP like that, he wants to get a kill, almost guaranteed. And now Watson, it looks like they are setting up for him.
Yeah,
33.
they're looking for him. 33 opens things up with the Burrow Strike.
He used the Avalanche,
They're
too.
buying time for the Ice Path to connect. Ari's coming in with a snowball. Watson in trouble. Is there any help coming in for him? They're starting to head over. He's able to survive a little longer, but he will not live. Another Burrow Strike comes in. Watson goes down. They will at least kill off Whitemon and 33 in return.
He tanked up. He absorbed a lot of that damage for time for his team to come in. Malady with some nice Fire Spirits. With the Beastmaster, they can absolutely set up for the slaughter. Chira wants the rune.
He does. He wants to stick around for this 10-minute spawn. And he's not going to get it. Pure's able to get the pickup on the regen rune. Chira Jr. has to run. Open wounds. Charge off the mark. BZM, he's got Raw in a second. He's got 1 charges for the mana. Pops the 1 charges, has the mana. It's going to be another one there for Tundra. 9-6 now, and they're getting a 3K lead very early on here, 10 minutes in. Going to be prepared for this jump that Tundra's going to be coming in with.
It's everybody on Tundra. They've got the numbers.
Wisdom. Can they make the jump in time? They can. There's going to be 33 moving over with the Blink Cap. He's straight on towards Notice. Stopping Notice from being able to pick up the Shrine of Wisdom. Watson will try and turn, but the Raw's out upon him. They have managed to kill off 33, but can they run away? Sax ends up ticking out. Watson is surrounded by BZM and Ari. Kira Jr. and Malady, they're looking for Whitemon, but the Infest came in from Pure.
They got to run.
Whitemon safe. The Ice Pass back up. He's caught Malady. They find the 4 of them.
Tundra are looking so damn strong, and what a timing. Pretty much perfect. All 5 of them come. YANDEX cannot contest that.
33 jumps at the perfect moment. Whitemon and Pure. Still seeing if they can get away with anything around the mid. Jump's going to be there on a Pure.
The Ice Path's there.
And the Macropile laid down gives the chance for Pure to turn, put the Rage. Tries to move in onto Chira Jr., but it's outnumbered. They're coming with the Avalanche onto the 2 of them. Infested there. Time's been brought now for 33 to jump in with the Epicenter over towards Saxa. Saxa falls. Watson, he's surrounded. He's going to try and turn, but the Ice Path clips him again. And now Pure's ready to go back in onto Watson. BZM's going to get held back for now by the Bashes, but Watson will not be saved. The Tiny goes down. And Tundra, they might just look to try and dive to tier 2. Crushes there from Chira Jr., holding back 33 and BZM. He's going to try and run. Snowball's up in a second from Ari. But throughout the blood grenade, the rest of them looking towards Notice. He's ready to snowball over. They'll kill off Notice. They'll kill off the egg.
Oh my god, Owen. This game's out of control.
It really is.
They're just walking through them. Watson turns up. They can't kill anybody. I don't know. They're just getting tankier and tankier, and the damage is not really increasing for YANDEX.
Tundra.
Watson.
They've got their eyes on him. BZM's in with the Raw. Macropile laid down into the Ice Path. There is no saving Watson here. He'll try and run with the Invis, but the damage is done. He's out for 50 seconds.
Every move is hitting on Tundra. And a tower. Now they are playing a bit split up, so maybe this is that opportunity that YANDEX can try to look for, but nope.
He's found Chira Jr. He's got the opening, sets up for 33 to come in with the Epicenter. Chira Jr. is going to try and run. Sax is able to TP out. Chira Jr., can he get away from this? Blinks up in a second. Go for the TP, anything to throw into the tree line. Oh,
they found him.
Ari! The shards are out. Ari gets him in the final moment.
He's in their head. Ever since that last game, as we saw him just dominate on the Tusk, this time seeing the exact same thing.
Tundra are pretty close.
Oh, the door's on.
He's got to blink away as soon as he has any sort of idea they're around. BZM's going to go for the blink on Saxa. We're onto the hook wing. They catch the Ice Path on towards Malady. The supposed to pause dead. I mean, instant buyback from Malady. They're going to try and fight this. Okay, Watson's in with the BKB. Looking for Whitemon. Whitemon will get the Macropire out, but Watson's able to kill him. Watson has to just go for the TP. That's all they can get out of that.
And Saxa did buy back, but is he going to be so lucky to run away?
Ari's going to be hot in the chase here with the snowball. Jump forward from Ari. He's got the punch up, has the control. There's a dieback on Saxa. Noticed. He's getting bullied on the way back to the base, but Watson's able to step back up and help out. Infest with the Aghanim straight into towards it. Burrow Strike catches the 2 of them. Everybody's dead.
They just call it. It's done.
PG is cold. Tundra, they've done it here at ESL One Birmingham. They'll take the title 3-1 against YANDEX. And my goodness, Mowgli, some of these games, they were on completely another level.
This Tusk, Ari, with the home crowd behind him.
Oh yeah, they love it. They absolutely love it here, and as you say, absolutely deserve it. Ari popping off here in the finals with Team Tundra. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your ESL One Champions 2026, Tundra!